Well, with the final roster cuts in the National Football League taking place early today, we come to find out 4 athletes with Alaska ties will be playing on Sundays this year. And the player with the strongest Alaska ties, that'd be Brandon Pili, the former Diamond Lynx, who will be playing in his second NFL season after making the Miami Dolphins roster once again. Pili went undrafted in 2023, but found a home in Miami, where he appeared in 4 games last year, recording a pair of tackles after a strong collegiate career at USC. A couple of Pilis in the pros now. Sister Alyssa drafted in the first round of the WNBA earlier this year, which is awesome to see. And then there's Edefuan Ulofoshio, a linebacker who selected in the 5th round of this year's draft by the Buffalo Bills, making that final 53-man roster announced today after a stellar senior season at the University of Washington. Ulofoshio says he fell in love with the game in Alaska growing up here until he was about 16 as a member of South Anchorage's football team before family and football relocated him out of Alaska, but still has love for the state, proven in previous interviews with him that you can find on alaskasnewssource.com. Edefuan Ulofoshio, linebacker, Buffalo Bills. And staying in the AFC, the Baltimore Ravens have a member of their team who spent his freshman year at Palmer High School. That'd be Salah Amawave Laulo. His father also played for the Moose in the early 2000s. Salah moved out at about the age of 15, which ultimately paid off as he found himself as an Oregon Duck before becoming a 6th-round selection to Baltimore, standing at 6'5", 344 pounds. You won't want to miss the O-lineman on the Ravens this year, hoping to make his NFL debut after making that final roster cut. And maybe the biggest name that some folks may not realize has ties to this 49th state is 2023 first-round draft pick Tyree Wilson of the Las Vegas Raiders. Technically, he was born in Anchorage, but he didn't spend too much time growing up here. But his mother, Tiffany Weatherton, is track and field royalty in this state as the best long jumper the state had seen as a 4-time state champion with the Diamond Lynx, with records that stood for decades back in the 90s. So pretty cool to connect him to our state as well. So there are just a few Alaskans to keep an eye on as the 2024 NFL season kicks off Thursday. Chiefs versus Ravens, so could see one of those Alaskans on the field as soon as next week. Looking forward to it.
Very exciting, Jordan.